4-1. Lampu ini sama 3 silau mata go. Itu punya lampu ini.
Lihat, lihat. Yang, entah. Ya.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the...
Could be danger here. He's shifting. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
A
potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Oh, that's a key interception. Not the most convincing of passes. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Rui Costa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got away. Shevchenko!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement, such chance! He'll try from distance! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Oh, he's been caught napping. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. First quarter of an hour gone. Thuram. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rui Costa going face to face with his great rival. And it's Maldini. Can he get on the end of it? Cruyff! Tries to get it clear. That pass isn't the best. And this is Ronaldo. Tries to pass it. Decent chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Walker. spots it and intercepts. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
And that has sent him sprawling.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a cute ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Short changes him with that pass. Ambitious ball here.
And this is Ronaldo.
And the cross comes in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Looking to play him in. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's got his cross in. Ibrahimovic bops him off it and wins back the ball. Chips it through. Oh no, this does not look good. Rijkaard. And it's Maldini. Guardiola. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stam. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Guardiola. Nice-looking ball. That's good vision. Oh, well played. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rui Costa. That's tidy. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Good ball, good take. And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern. Something
Jangan.
to address
Boleh.
and fast.
Nih.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Looking for options for movement. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, sweet feet. Rijkaard with the clearance. And it's Ed Nielsen. And now a sudden chance to counter. Guardiola looking understandably energised after his goal. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending.
Barcelona do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Rijkaard. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's a searching pass. Thuram. Rui Costa. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just what...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rui Costa can see things others simply cannot. And here's Hullet. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's there to clear it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Guardiola. Nicely shaped ball. And he cuts out the supply. Thuram. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Oh, nice touch. Tries one from range. And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And it's Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, good-looking ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pass somewhat off target. Quality ball. Cruyff. Hullet. Cruyff. Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And it's Messi. Spread to the right. Rui Costa. Oh, nicely intercepted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. It's a promising position. Leicester. And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Guardiola picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really...
Buat dua-dua.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the
Chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Habis.
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Van Basten.
And the shot!
Gila
It's a
tu.
goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Batistuta really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency.
Impressive jump. Oh, it rattles the bar.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Passes short and sharp. And the pass is intercepted. Barcelona are already two behind. Awful start. Belletti. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Batistuta. McAllister. Rodri. Now this could be a chance.
Shoots!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He was under real pressure there. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for options for movement. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Bruno Fernandes. And it's McAllister. Oh, that's clever. Edmilson. Just eases him off the ball. To Guardiola. Looking for a runner. Howson calmly anticipates. Bruno Fernandes. Belletti. Now it's Van Basten. Passing is crisp and sharp. Azar. Messi. And it's Edmilson. Tries to pass it through. Spread it left. And that's another good win of the ball. And this is Batistuta.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Van Basten. Thuram. That's Guardiola. Played into space, and he welcomes it in. Bruno Fernandes. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Guardiola. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good alertness. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Thuram clears without hesitation. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. And he's heaved it away. And it's McAllister. That is a brilliant interception. Guardiola. And the referee has blown for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And we get things going again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
Big chance! That was probably asking just too much. Now, can they get him away? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That could spell trouble. He is through here. So much time and space here. Maldini. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Nicely shaped ball. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. He's had it taken off him.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckenbauer cuts out the pass.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Robertson. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Edmilson. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi.
That was lovely, that.
In by Messi. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rodri. And here's Messi. Well seen. Saw that coming. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Ronaldo. Real chance! And there's a goal! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. It made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Just one in it now.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. This might spell danger.
Barcelona may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Bruno Fernandes delivers. And they've managed to get rid. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And this is Van Basten. Belletti. And he's cut it out. Messi. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for the run. Bruno Fernandes. And that interception was... Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Robertson. McAllister. Robertson. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Here's Rodri.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. So what can they make of this? And that's that. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things.
Sisa hingga 400. Sisa hingga 300.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So things are underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Taken back almost at once.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above.
Can he finish?
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're...
Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Seedorf. And he plays one through. Great ball.
Shot, surely!
Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, easy pickings there. Nicely weighted ball. Edmilson, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rummenigge.
And the finish! Rummenigge! Truly a man who will pass the test of time! That is a gem! An absolute gem!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty. 2-0. Ah, he's given it away. Now, can they get it back? Oh, that's fabulous.
Chance!
And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that should get the job done. And this is Messi.
And the shot!
Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's come loose. That has been cut short. Rummenigge.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's from Mario.
And Messi!
Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Messi certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Seedorf. Now that's well seen too. Guardiola. Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Some really good ball movement. Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. Pele, this is promising. Barcelona are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Probing pass. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And smartly reclaimed. Not the most accurate pass. And that has left him in a heap. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The pass has gone astray. Pele. This looks promising, and it's been played through, and he's managed to get free. It's gone in, he's put through his own net.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Inter Milan benefiting from an own goal. Not that you'll hear them complaining.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that has put paid to that. Short changes him with that pass. That has not gone well. Pele. And Romario! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
So right back into the action.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Pele going about things with real menace. Messi. And it's Ed Nielsen. Oh, some astute defending there. O'Shea cuts it out. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Space for him to turn and look. Can he get on the end of this? Seedorf. Oh, he's been caught off, hits a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Just cruising! They are cruising! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it.
Messi! And the keeper's well positioned.
Inter are totally dominant in the middle of the park and no way through zone.
And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Messi. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Seedorf. Can he get it through?
He's having a shot!
Oh, good finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Seedorf. Inter Milan couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Nicely worked. Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nesta. Bergomi has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Edmilson. Maldini looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is from Mario. Rummenigge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Guardiola tries to play it through. That's beautifully weighted. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Bergomi. Rummenigge. It's a pretty loose pass. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, it's Seedorf. He won't be happy with that one. Messi. Now it's Pelé. Ibrahimovic. And it's Messi. Seedorf. And Seedorf! Oh, impressive strike. Varane is there, and he can pick it up. Edmilson. And that's that. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display.
Cos'è?
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Messi becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
He's had it taken off him. Looking for a runner. Floated through. Guardiola. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Guardiola. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Both sides exercising caution for now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Guardiola. Played into space. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
That has been slung wide. Owen is onto it in a flash. Messi. Del Piero. Well timed, excellent interception. Quality ball. Threads one in. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. O'Shea wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. Galatasaray are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And here's Del Piero, takes a shot.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
And it's McAllister. And this is Del Piero.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, nicely intercepted. It is a corner. Galatasaray with the corner. They're first. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Guardiola. Oh, good climb! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not the most accurate pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Looking for options for movement. And this is Del Piero. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Oh, can he get onto this? No, again there's no way through. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Kyle Walker and Edmilson. It's a pretty loose pass. Silvestre. looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's had it nicked away. Edmilson. Just about up to the hour now. Rummenigge. Played out wide. Guardiola. That's a lovely pass. Galatasaray have got it back and they'll have another go. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
And it's Messi. Guardiola.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Del Piero. Messi, always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Galatasaray are looking to go forward now. Triol cuts it out. Can he get it through? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Spread out to the left. Silvestre. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he was quick to react. He's a sharp little ball here. Can he finish? And that could have brought them level.
Messi was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Guardiola engages and forces him off the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. Quality ball. McAllister. This is a promising build-up. That's been cut out, well played.
Vinicius Junior.
He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And he's had it nicked away. And here's Azar. And it's Azar. Spread to the right. Barcelona do have a chance to counter here. He's found a way through. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely aimed pass. Guardiola. Best, very much a man of this moment. Neither side yet able to find the net. And he's forced to go back. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's McAllister, looking for the run. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Azar. So what can they make of this? Stood up well to him there.
Milan really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can...
Can he finish? Goal, Milan! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Czech claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. He's through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Vinicius Junior clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And he welcomes it in. Kukcu. 15 minutes till half-time. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? Played out to the left flank. And now the breakaway. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Neymar. And it's Kukcu. Good ball, good take. Swings in across. Deftly away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's managed to get free. Neymar.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Kukcu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. Look at the space here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Kyle Walker. And it's Guardiola. Searching pass he's played there. Silvestre. Stam. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So, into the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
So, third quarter of the game.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, what has happened here? Now it's Vinicius Junior, and it's been played through, and he cuts out the supply. Guardiola. Edmilson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's Maldini. Guardiola. Neymar gets a foot in here. Now it's Hazard. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Edmilson. That's a little off target. Gyökeres. That's a shade optimistic. Edmilson. Hazard wins the duel this time. Great vision. Oh, well played. Barcelona still this single goal behind.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's McAllister. Hazard, he's on it, can he get away? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Cleared away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Kukçu.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Looking for a runner. Well timed, excellent interception. Vermaelen. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Messi. Hazard. Some really good ball movement. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Kukçu. Barcelona now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Vermaelen does really well to win the ball there. Well read, nice interception.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, at least they acknowledge the effort. Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Guardiola. Nicely weighted ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely, hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude Makelele, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly, a lot of pundits refer to it as the Makelele role now, such as his influence playing that position.
Roberto Carlos really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Tries to pass it through. Hazard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Up towards the front line. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pull it. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well timed, excellent interception. Now that's well seen too. Ibrahimovic touches it back. Makelele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's in one-on-one.
He's having a shot!
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. The ball is loose, and the chase is on. Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Ibrahimovic. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos. Walker did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Barcelona
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And it's made its way to him. Makelele. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Puyol spots it and intercepts. 30 minutes gone. Pass somewhat off target. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nesta is there, and he can pick it up. Gattuso. Now it's Hazard. And he's intervened well there. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Maldini. To Hazard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Space for him to turn and look. Now, can he beat his man? Hullet defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that's a key interception. Searching pass he's played there.
Dida.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
It's a searching pass. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely spread. But it's Thuram. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. We're on the move again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
The most accurate pass. Guardiola. Cruyff. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bullet. This is a promising build-up. Great defending, strong and determined. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos produces a... He's rising! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's put paid to the danger. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Ibrahimovic. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's come to nothing.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss...
Shapes to shoot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Cristiano Ronaldo can be a real threat inside the box. Now this could be a chance. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. It's hit the upright. Oh, he's missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Nicely aimed pass. That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Cristiano Ronaldo. El dorsal 10.
Cruyff plays it short.
Serán sustituidos.
Takes a shot!
El dorsal 22.
And that is well
El
cleared.
dorsal 23.
He's had a fair tumble
El
under that
dorsal
challenge.
20. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Eto'o. Best. And they can counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Roberto Bash. It's Basho! And that's it! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Roberto Baggio. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Barcelona leading now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's run loose here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Eto'o. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to get rid. And smartly reclaimed. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Looking for the run. Best picks it up out wide. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Roberto Baggio taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Now it's Villa. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And now the breakaway. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And it's Messi. Best running with the ball. Calm claims comfortable. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Persib Bandung with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Hazard. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Hazard, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Ambitious ball here. Hazard gets into a good position. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Villa. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Cannavaro. Now it's Villa. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's managed to get free. Pele. It's Pirlo. Messi. And he cuts out the supply. It's a searching pass. Floated through. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good play. And this is Hazard. It's Hazard! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's there to belt it away. Best. Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. 30 minutes gone. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, red, nice interception. Puyol. Pirlo. And here's Forlan. Now it's Villa. Messi. That's a good ball out wide. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Pele. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And this is Forlan. Forlan! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Messi. Guardiola, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's big chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Messi. Pele. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now Pirlo. Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! Same again, same outcome. It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Cristiano Ronaldo constantly looking for the ball into the box. He has found a way through. That's the end of the first 45. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello everybody,
So
and
neither side yet off the mark.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Back on the way then.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over, out towards the flank. And it's Rijkaard. And the shot! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Great chance! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Oh, what a... And he shoots! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a really buccaneering run he's making. That has been cut short. Rijkaard. Persib Bandung appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That's a sharp pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played out towards the right wing. Drills one in. Spread to the right. And the counter is on. Edmilson. Guardiola. Hazard. Tries to pass it through. He's having a pop! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well timed, excellent interception. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Cross from Maldini. David Villa. Forlan. Forlan going forward. And he's picked it up out wide.
Versus Van Dunk clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Forlan receives it in a good position here. Pele! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Pele fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And that should get the job done. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Now it's Villa. And here's Forlan. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Substitution on the field, number 9, Diego Forlan. Coming on the field is number 18, Pushkash. Substitution taking place.
Pele, given the lift of his goal, threads one in, engages and forces him off the ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Rummenigge aimed beyond the defence.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rummenigge, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now there's a fine ball. Kicks out, it's Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Now it's Neymar. And he's in on goal. He's chosen to go back. Cannavaro. And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So we're very much on the way now. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Well read, nice interception. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Ibrahimovic. And here's Azar. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rummenigge. Messi. Guardiola. Ambitious ball here. Dink through. He's shifting through the gears here. Mateus. Azar.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Gattuso. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Gattuso. Now that looks a decent ball. Knocks it into space. Tries a shot! Takes aim, and again! He will be livid with himself.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Maldini is the guilty party there. Aims beyond the defence. Driven in, and a header! Goal! picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well,
He's having a pop! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Hazard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball crossfield.
Driving on and making good progress. Now the ball in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's a key interception. Hazard. And he's looking to catch him up. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Hazard comes under pressure and it's come loose. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Mateus. Milan are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, balls over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Best in acres of space out wide. And this is Messi. Mateus.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ribéry in towards the back stick. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to play it through. That has not gone well. Oh, great run, magical! That's a lovely, neat pass. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Spread to the right. And he can clear it away. This possibly the last play of the half. That has been knocked clear. And for the first half, that is that. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Milan are looking to go forward now. Pinches it off him. Ribery. Best, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now that's a fine challenge.
Now there's a great block, if ever there was one.
Barcelona have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. And they're back on the ball again. And the counter is on. Hazard. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Thuram does well not to be outdone there. Best. Cristiano Ronaldo currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contacts.
That could... Guardiola! It's bounced back off the post. This is a promising build-up. Stood up well to him there. And here's Ibrahimovic. Out towards the flank. Mateus simply refused to be outdone there. And he cuts out the supply. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Chance! Loose, and again! And no mistake! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's there to retrieve it. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Looking to play him in. It's a really well-measured ball. Best. Mateus. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Hazard ventures forward.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Czech claims it without any fuss. Can he spark a counter here? He's found a way through. Cross in, looks like a good one. Searching pass he's played there. And he was quick to react. Up towards the front line. Best. And it's Hazard. Now that's well seen too. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 15, Ribéry. Numero 18, Hazard. Numero 19, numero 10, numero 9, Ibrahimovic. Lasciano il campo
It's
per
a sharp
il
pass.
numero 4, il numero 24, Lampard.
Roberto
il numero
Baggio.
22.
And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Alexandre
The
Pato.
pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Now it's Roberto Baggio.
And the shot!
Stojkovic. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Now here is a true legend of the game. In fact, some still say, Jim, that he's the greatest number one there's ever been.
The mighty Gianluigi Buffon. Yeah, he might get my vote too, Peter. When you consider his consistency at the highest level, okay, he may not be as skillful with the ball at his feet as some of the younger contenders, but you certainly wouldn't want him lining up for the opposition. What a goalkeeper.
Oh, can he get onto this? Raul going forward. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a pop!
Oh, he has leathered that. I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Best gets flagged offside. McAllister.
This is the time you need that pace.
Best picks it up out wide. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now that's well seen too. Raul. Walker spots it and intercepts. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view.
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And we have liftoff!
Simplicity itself.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And we have our very first corner. Messi clears it away. And this is Raul.
And Batistuta!
Same again, same outcome.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
It's their second corner of the game. Can he stop it going out? Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. Oh, important interception.
Barcelona are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
An instinctive...
Oh, great leap!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Edmils has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0.
Chance!
Thuram clears without hesitation. Fofana. 15 minutes till half-time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's intervened well there. Messi. Best has created one goal already. Pedri. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And that's an excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And he's quick to return it. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options.
He's having a shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pedri. McAllister. Now it's Hazard. Kilichoy. Raul.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Hernandez has it in a wide position. And that should get the job done. Crossed it again.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. Back on the way then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Goes for a shot! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Raul threads one in. Now it's Batistuta. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's really well manoeuvred. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And he can thump it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fofana wins the duel this time. Raul really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying...
Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Look at it. It's Hazard! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Donnarumma. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Nice control. Pedri. McAllister tries to pass it through. Oh, he's burst through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Prion defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Stood up well to him there. Best aims beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Guardiola. This is a promising build-up. Oh, easy pickings there. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's heaved it away. McAllister makes a dash for it. Nicely weighted ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Pressing high and with purpose. Now it's Pele. Now it's Roberto Baggio. It's a promising position. Referee has just said play on. Dani Olmo. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Played into space, pass somewhat off target. Dani Olmo going after that. That has been cut short. Can he get it through? And this is Pele! Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this?
Oh, great feat, that.
He's picked his way through, and he shoots! Deftly away. Dani Olmo, and a chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Indonesia have their third corner. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. With Guardiola. Oh, he's on his own. Guardiola! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy!
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Roberto Baggio quietly revving up. Oh, that's fabulous. Great defending, strong and determined. Dani Olmo. Distributed tidily. Neymar has the space to scheme. Chance for a shot! And that is that. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here.